Hello, 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 and welcome to my GloBUNTU Express Yourself in Writing online coaching. Thank you so very much for accepting my offer and for finally making the decision to take full control of your writing experience, to tap into the writer in you, the voice in you, so that you can finally use it to reintroduce yourself to the world. My name is B.Achaleke, and I am going to be your coach. So this video is just to give you a quick rundown of how our program of the next 14 days is going to look like and what awaits you in this program. So I am doing this video live. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to edit it, just to show you that it is an exercise. You need to get things done. You don't have to wait until when you're perfect to get it done. And I'm keeping it unedited because I also want it to serve as an example for you. If we wait for things to be perfect before we get started, if we wait to find the possibility to fix things, we may never ever really get started. So we'll get along the line and you'll see how the program is evolving. So I also choose to use the video to do the first introductory course because some of our participants, some participants are not in the same time zone. We have two people joining us actually from Florida, and some of us are in South Africa and others outside. So I thought, like, if we start with a video, you may watch the video at your disposal. I will upload this on our WhatsApp group, and then you can follow it from there whenever it is all right for you. Okay, fine. So my name is B.Achaleke again. I'm really, really happy to have you on this program. Let me quickly introduce myself to you. I am the author of the Africa for Smart Kids book series, which currently count 19 titles, the first 11 of which have been approved for schools in South Africa, exactly in Gauteng. They are being used in schools, and I am extremely happy and proud of that. Besides that, I have another series going on, which is called the GloBUNTU Detox, and that detox series has very much to do with what I call affirmative writing. I will explain that to you as we carry on in the program. In that title, I have 4 books, so that makes a total of 24 books that I have written and published. There are some 2 other books that I've written in German, and where that was the beginning of my writing career. But I will explain that more to you as we go on. You see, I'm kind of because I'm so excited to start this program with you and to be doing this with you right now. So if you want to know more about me, I have a very powerful diversity and inclusion background, community work, integration. I did a lot of work in Austria. Oh, did I say that I lived in Austria for 20 years and that I moved to South Africa about 4.5 years ago? Yes, shit happened. And so I packed my 2 suitcases with 1,800 euros in my pocket, left my children behind me, everything that was, and moved to South Africa to reinvent myself, to refine myself so I could reintroduce myself to you as I just did as an author of 24 books. Okay. If you want to know more about my background, there is a TED Talk that I did, which is on YouTube. I also have a YouTube channel. My website is currently being revamped, so we are offline for a couple of days, but we'll be right back so you can also see the titles of the books that we have written and published on the website. Since April last year, I started what I call the Holiday Masterclass for Black kids. It's specifically for Black kids. And the essence of that Holiday Masterclass is to shift the minds of our children into embracing and celebrating their Africanness, their African identity. So I do a lot of affirmation work with children. And out of those masterclasses, we have graduated 11 young authors. The youngest of them is just 8 years old. And I have seen how doing the affirmations and writing their books has greatly transformed not just their thinking, but the way they look at things, the perceptions of Africa, their love for their continent, and the love for who they are as Black kids. So I decided to extend this offer to adults, and I'm extremely happy that you accepted the call and that you are here today. I know you may have so many questions in your mind, which I may not answer in this particular video, but hey, the journey is just beginning. We still got 14 days ahead of us and the time beyond the 14 days if you decide to stick up with me, if there is any other thing that I can do for you. So we will get to know each other as time goes on. So what is our program? How does our program look like? In the next 14 days, we are going to have 10 sessions. 10 sessions where I will share content with you. We have 3 live sessions, so we'll have to get either on Google Hangout, either we're going to get on YouTube Hangout, or we are going to get on Zoom. I'm still trying to find the appropriate platform through which we can do our live sessions. In between the live sessions, we have the online sessions where I will be giving you content, mostly video content. And alongside the video content, I will be also giving you some worksheets, some assignments, or some templates through which you can work. So for the first video of today, I am going to be giving you some documents that I will list, that I will tell you more about towards the end of this video. So what does the GloBUNTU blueprint express yourself coaching concept entail? What is it all about? What makes it stand out from other concepts? Well, this is a very unique concept that I developed out of the GloBUNTU mindset system that has been my concept since the past 9 years. I've been doing a lot of research on the African philosophy of Ubuntu and have tried to transform it into different modules of personal growth training. I use it to train companies in Austria on how to manage diversity and inclusion in their organizations. I did quite a lot of training out there. And I also use it to coach the young authors that I just mentioned. I use it to teach children in different high-profile Austrian and German universities before I moved to South Africa, sorry. And out of this concept, I have devised a blueprint that has allowed me to not just start writing, but to keep on writing so as to be able to write the number of books that I write at any given moment. I mentioned that I have 19 titles already written and published. Well, if I tell you that I started that Africa for Smart Kids series on the 19th of December 2016, will you believe me? I don't believe myself how many books that I have produced just in so little time. I'm not a trained author. I self-train myself to write and publish books, and it is going very, very well. So behind that, to be able to do that, there is a blueprint concept that I developed. And alongside, during this course that we, throughout our coaching sessions, I will introduce that concept to you, and will give you all the tools that I have developed for myself that I have used to be able to get on that writing flow in spite of all the challenges that I have, including the fact that I'm a dyslexian. I don't know if you know what dyslexia is. Dyslexia is when you write with a lot of typos. You mix words up and then all of that. I'll tell you more about dyslexia in the course, in one of the modules that is entitled How to Overcome Self-Sabotage. So along during these 14 days, you're going to have 10 sessions with me. 3 of them are going to be live sessions, and the 7 are going to be sessions that are just online, and I will send you content and you will work on them. I will be available behind the line besides our live session, so you can send me questions anytime. Send them please in our WhatsApp group, because these questions that you're sending may be relevant to someone also. So sending them in the group will allow me to answer in the group so that everyone can get it at the same time. Let me tell you what you're not going to have from this 14 days. You're not going to be able to write that big book that you always wanted to write. You're not going to write probably the book that is in your mind. My intention here is basically to shift your mind from wanting to write from all the fears, from all the insecurities, from all the lack of self-confidence or lack of ideas or lack of time, from all the procrastination that you've been doing, to shift your mind to the point where you get started to write. When you start expressing yourself in writing and you write continuously and persistently from there, that is going to be my mission. And in between, you're going to have a small writing assignment that you will have to write to complete the process by the time that our 14 days are over. So you really get to see what I mean by saying when you get into the flow, when you shift your mind into that position, that point where you start to write, then you tap into that source in you. And believe you me, once you tap into it, you become addicted. You become addicted to writing and you just can't stop writing. I speak from experience. So that is what you can expect from me, to help you, to bring you to that mindset. But it is not going to happen automatically. I may give you all the tools that I have developed that have worked for me. You have to adapt them to your own daily algorithm. You have to adopt them into your daily agenda. You have to adopt them into your plan. You have to make them work for you. I can give them for you, but I can't make them work for you. What you can do is take them from me and make them work for you. Okay? So what I also expect from you is that you actively take part in the exercises, because you can get any result. You can get positive results if you don't do the assignment, if you don't take part. In the beginning, they may be a little bit intense because I will ask you to shift your mind into the space of writing. And in order to do that, you will have to change a couple of things in your daily plan. So in this first video, I'm going to send you a 24 hours action plan. It is what I use when I really want to get down to writing. I shift and switch my daily plan into the 24 hours. And if you can do that 24 hours action plan, it may take you some time, but if you can do it and you fit your writing into your daily plan, trust me, you're going to write any book that you want to write and any number of books that you want to write. Okay? So you're going to get that. The GloBUNTU concept, like I mentioned, has a lot to do with affirmations. You have to affirm yourself from a place of negativity, from a place of denial, from a place of self-doubt, from a place of lack of confidence, from a place of procrastination, from a place of excuses, into the place of action, to the place where you take action. Instead of spending time to explain why you're not writing, you will shift your mind to the space where you spend time writing instead of explaining why you're not writing. I hope that is making sense to you. So this is where I want to go with you. And to start with, I'm going to share an affirmation with you. It is an affirmation that I used when I started my writing journey. So it helped me a whole lot. I still use it on days that I don't feel like writing. I don't feel like the flow is here. On weeks that I feel like I'm being distracted or I am self-sabotaging myself, I get myself on that affirmation process and I reaffirm myself into writing. So I'm going to share that affirmation with you, and I hope that it will really help start shifting and fine-tuning your mind into the space of a successful writer. Okay, I hope that makes sense to you. What else am I going to send to you? So our working method, again, is going to be a combination of videos, worksheets, and some assignments that you may have to do. It's going to be a combination of, it's going to be some kind of writing, but the big type of writing is going to be when you're out of the 14 days, because then you would have shifted your mind into the space of writing. So if this is okay with you, I'm being mindful of the fact that some people may have a limited access to Wi-Fi in order to upload big videos. So I'm keeping this video short, and I will endeavor to keep the other ones short as well, even though I know that I have so much to share with you. If you need more, you will let me know and I'll create more videos. And in some of the sessions, I will be giving you presentations as well. So short PDF presentations that would allow you to really understand the concept. So that is all that I have for you today. I am excited for you, excited because you're about to get something that I did not have when I started this journey, and something that I developed, which has helped me a whole lot to write so many books in so little time. So again, welcome on board. Fasten your seat, get ready to take action, get excited to tap into the writer in you, to find that voice, to find your pen, and to allow the voice to help you to take your story from where it is right now into a space where you can express it and share it. You know, when it comes to your story, I want you to be possessive, obsessive, and unapologetical to claim and own and share that story the way you want. Your truth is your truth. No one knows it until you share it. And when it comes to sharing your truth, I wish for you to have the self-confidence, the boldness, the tenacity, the resilience, and the readiness to own it completely, because it is your truth. So my name is B.Achaleke. I'm so happy to be your coach on this journey. I'm really excited. So I will stop here and look forward to our next session. I'll see you in the WhatsApp group. Until then, stay safe and well with your families, and stay in a creative mindset. Thank you.